class, for today, we will be discussing depreciation. Simulan natin ito sa pag-define kung ano bang ibig sabihin ng depreciation. So, depreciation refers to the systematic allocation of the depreciable amount of an asset over its estimated useful life. So, itong concept na ito applicable sa mga long-term assets natin tulad ng building, equipment, machineries, 'di ba? So, itong mga assets na ito ginagamit sa operations, 'di ba? Kaso, ang mga assets na ito, since ginagamit sila, ang kanilang value ay bumababa over time. 'Di ba? So sa accounting, kailangan nating ma-recognize yung pagbaba ng value ng mga ganitong asset. At yung pagbaba ng kanilang value, yan ang ibig sabihin ng depreciation. Okay? Next. Take note that depreciation is not a valuation process, but a cost allocation mechanism that recognizes the periodic consumption, wear and tear, or exhaustion of an item of property, plant, and equipment. So sabi nga natin kanina, yung pagbaba ng value ng isang asset or a long-term asset, yan yung tinatawag nating depreciation. Next. What are the factors affecting depreciation? Bali, meron tayong tatlong factors. Number one, we have the depreciable amount. Number two, residual value. And number three, useful life. Anong ibig sabihin ng depreciable amount? That is the amount subject to depreciation. Bali, yan yung amount ng asset na isa-subject natin sa depreciation or sa pagbaba ng value niya over time. Okay? Next. Residual value, it is the estimated value of the asset at the end of its useful life. Okay? So pag sinabi nating residual value, bali yan yung amount na ine-estimate nating mare-recover at the end of the useful life of the asset. Okay? Kasi pag nagamit na natin yung asset hanggang sa dulo ng kanyang buhay, ang ginagawa natin sa kanya is either ibebenta or i-dispose. Okay? So, yung amount na ine-estimate nating mare-recover through disposal or sale of that asset at the end of its useful life, that is the residual value. Then, for the useful life, it refers to the period over which the asset is expected to be used by the company or the total number of units it is expected to produce. Meaning to say, ang useful life ng isang asset ay pwede nating state in terms of number of years, number of hours, or number of units. Okay? Next. How do we account for depreciation? So according to our IS number 16, which is the accounting standard governing property, plant, and equipment, depreciation begins when the asset is available for use. Pag sinabi nating available for use, that is when it is in the location and condition necessary for it to operate in the manner intended by the management. So meaning to say, ang depreciation ng isang asset, okay, ay magsisimula pag pwede nang gamitin. Okay? Sir, is it the same when we say ginamit na yung asset? Hindi. Ang sabi ng standard, magsisimulang mag-depreciate ang isang asset pag pwede nang gamitin. Okay? Magkaiba yung sinasabi natin pwede nang gamitin at ginagamit. Okay? So, tatandaan nyo, dito sa available for use natin, even if hindi pa talaga ginagamit yung asset, pero pwede nang gamitin, magsisimula na yung mag-depreciate. Okay? Next. Alam na natin, no? Alam na natin kung kailan nagsisimula yung pag-depreciate. Kailan naman ito titigil? So, According to the standard, depreciation will cease when the asset is, number one, derecognized. Pag sinabi nating derecognize, it is either binenta or dinispose. Okay? Or basically, pag sinabi mong derecognize, tinanggal mo na siya sa records mo. Tatanggalin lang natin sa records yung asset kapag ito ay na-dispose or binenta. Next, when the asset is classified as held for sale under PFRS number 5, pag sinabi nating held for sale, intended na natin siyang ibenta instead of using it in the operations. And number 3, when the asset is fully depreciated. Pag sinabi nating fully depreciated yung asset, it's either yung kanyang carrying value ay 0 or equal sa kanyang residual value. Okay? Kailan nangyayaring 0 ang kanyang CV? Pag wala siyang residual value. 'Di ba? Kung meron, yung CV niya dapat mag-equal sa residual value. Next, how do we recognize depreciation? So depreciation is generally recognized as an expense. Okay? So general rule natin, si depreciation ay isang expense unless the asset is included, okay? Or the depreciation is included in the cost of producing another asset. Basic example natin, inventories. If the if the asset is being used to produce or manufacture inventories, the depreciation will become part of the cost of the inventory. Okay? So in that case, si depreciation ay magiging inventoriable costs. Okay? Ayan. Pero generally, okay? Generally, depreciation is being recognized as an expense, no? So isa lang yung exception niya kapag yung depreciation ay included sa cost ng pag-produce ng ibang assets such as inventories. Okay? Now, ano yung entry to recognize depreciation? That is debit, depreciation expense, credit, accumulated depreciation. Yung depreciation expense natin that is being reported in the income statement, while accumulated depreciation is a contra asset account. So meaning, siya ay pinipresent as a deduction from the asset or the property, plant, and equipment. Alright? Next, methods. So ano ba yung mga methods ng depreciation? Okay? Actually, class, maraming methods ang depreciation, no? So there are various methods of depreciation. The choice depends on the professional judgment of the company or the company management. Okay? So according to the standard, the company must select the method that best reflects the expected pattern in which the asset's future economic benefits will be consumed. Next, take note that IS number 16 prohibits the use of a revenue-based depreciation. So pinagbabawalan niya yung paggamit ng depreciation method na nakabase sa revenue levels. Okay? Ayan. So yun yung prohibition ng standard when it comes to depreciation. Okay? Now, in this slide, no? So, ililista natin kung ano ba yung mga methods ng depreciation, no? So, dalawa ang categories niyan. We have time-based and usage-based depreciation methods. Pag sinabi nating time-based, these depreciation methods compute your depreciation expense through passage of time. Okay? Pag usage-based naman, ito yung mga methods na kinocompute ang depreciation through usage. So pag sinabi nating time-based, even if hindi ginagamit yung asset, nagde-depreciate pa rin siya over time. Okay? Yung usage-based naman, magkakaroon ng depreciation kapag may actual usage. Pag wala, walang depreciation. Malinaw? So ano-ano ba yung mga depreciation methods under these two categories? So for time-based methods, we have the straight line method, the sum of the years digits method, or the SYD method, no? The double declining balance method, or the 200% declining balance method, and the 150,000 declining balance method. Sa usage-based naman, meron tayong hours utilization method and units of output method. Okay? So, in our next lecture video, we will now discuss the various depreciation methods. Bali, ang gagawin natin, meron tayong isang problem na sasagutan pero gamit itong mga depreciation methods na to para makita natin yung comparison among these methods. Okay? Ayan. So in our next lecture video, we will discuss the straight line depreciation.